see the fruits of for a little bit longer. I'm going to go to some super chats, but then I want to ask you guys about Garnacho because I did feel that he actually, he's a very big positive from tonight. This here says, what is the reason that VAR wasn't in the competition at this stage? I know you're not asking to be. It's because they don't have VAR at all levels of the game, so they do it for what they call integrity, which means Man United can score an offside winner today theoretically, but so can Leyton Orient tomorrow. They're saying that their senses, their logic is it damages the integrity if Man United's goal gets ruled out, but Leyton Orient get to have theirs. I hope, by the way, Leyton Orient win tomorrow. Come on, let's pray, because honestly, I'll be in tears for my brothers, man. That'd be the best day of my brothers' lives. Honestly, I hope it happens. Sharik here, who said earlier he's losing patience with Amorim, says because the system is still exposing their defensive flaws. They're playing a two-man midfield who don't cover because they're overloading. So we are being exposed. I get you've got PTSD. The issue is this: the players are not doing what they should be. So when Xerxes came on, we scored pretty soon after. Then Xerxes was dropping deeper like he should be. And Xerxes, to be fair, a bit like Garnacho, got to give him a lot of praise for that. He ran and he worked hard. He got stuck in. Then what happened is, Sharik, the whole midfield and defense, everything pushed up. And then there was not a big gap. And if you watch the sideline, Amorim shouting, in fairness to Bruno, just watch Bruno in the games. You often see him shouting, he's saying, get the ball up, move, get up further. These players are dropping deep because it's like fighters do this in the ring when they're a bit nervous. They sit back and they cover a bit more. They don't want to go and engage because they're scared of getting sparked. It's a fear thing. And I get you're losing it with Amorim, and I understand that. But you have to look at it how we play when we've got confidence versus how we play when we're struggling. I don't believe the manager suddenly went when we scored, right, let's change tactics now and let's set up higher. Is it on the, I think there's a combination there. This here says, enough with that. Can't understand the system. They've had about 3 months. They are professional players. I don't think. Do you know what?
So I know you got something to say, but I just want to say this
context,
as well.
Man. Come on.
You got to remember that two things are happening at the same time. They are the lowest confidence that they probably have been in their entire careers. You know how long it is to try and learn something when you don't believe you can do anything? It's hard. Two, they're also trying to unlearn how many years of whatever system that they've been playing.
Can I use you as an example, KJ?
Go on.
In Doha. So this was the first time any of us had been to an event like this. And we were filming, it was on one of the semi-quarterfinal nights, I think. And we went out to film like a preview for that night. And it was like the lighting was perfect. And we had a great location. And we went out and we filmed. It was a really great piece. And people come and got involved with us. And we're like, that'd be a great bit of content. Not just because it was informative. There's a bit of transfer talk in there as well. But people come over and got involved and got the mic. And we got back to the media center. And KJ had this face on. And what happened? And basically, KJ didn't connect the mics up to the camera. So there was no sound. So we lost the content. Then when walking back down to the location, we're like, we've got to get there quick, otherwise we'll lose the light. And we had lighting, but it was like we had to get there quick. We wanted it to look a certain way. And we're rushing up, but KJ's rushing down there. And when he's there, he's then trying so hard to get it right. We're going to get it right. I'm like, KJ, chill out, because you're going to end up making another mistake because now you're trying too hard. Now you're like, and it took him about 5 minutes. He calmed down. We reshot. We got what we needed. It was great and it was brilliant. But if we hadn't have stepped in and like calmed KJ down in that moment, and KJ wasn't being a bad employee, he was trying really hard, but there are times where you can try too much and you can overthink. And what was going to happen? He was going to miss something else. So sometimes you have to do less to do more. I went on a surfing lesson once and they kept on saying to me, you're standing up and you're trying too hard. And I was like, what do you mean? They said, just stand up with ease. Don't try and stand up. And it took me a while to work out what they meant. Like if you're trying to stand up, like you're trying to get up off the floor quickly, you're going to fall off every time.
It's a bit, Terry, it's a bit like acting. Sometimes if you overdo it, it's going to look forced, but you just have to relax and just be normal kind of thing. Like when you're doing drama and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's true. It's very, very true. It's very, very true. No, Terry, people are triggered. He puts Casemiro for 1 minute.
You know what? You know when you're so relieved that you don't even clock. I heard him come on. And I didn't register like, oh, Cass is on for 1 minute. That's a bit mad.
When I nearly
know why they do that though? Because they can't once they've added time, they can't add more time.
Yeah.
So you make those stupid substitutions, takes 30, 40 seconds. So that's the reason he's definitely done it.
It's not disrespectful. It's just like, I got to use time. Cass, go out there and jog. It's fine.
Bought a natural left-footed, played him on the right. Do you know what I'm going to say? That there's a number of Sporting fans online, though, saying this is typical Ruben. He prefers to have left footers on the right and right footers on the left in the wing back and 10 positions. He likes it.
Terry, just quickly. I don't understand why people are bringing this up. I don't understand why people are bringing this up when Amad Diallo is left-footed and he's been banging on the right-hand side for the whole time. Why are people all of a sudden crying over it?
No. All it is, from everyone's videos that they've watched, I don't know if I've seen multiple. It's wait. It's we've been shown that normally the right-hand side is normally the left footer. Cool. But the left-hand side is also a left footer. So that's what, like, I think that's what people are saying. It's kind of like, but wait.
Yeah. I think people don't want to see Delo.
It's not Dorgu on the left.
That was a big problem.
Yeah, it's not Dorgu on the left that I'm desperate to see. It's Delo nowhere near the left.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Because I don't think he's good enough. The Dorgu looked all right to me. I also would like to see what the manager says. The reason I'm not kicking off about him coming off, maybe this was planned. Like, remember when the early days of Amorim, Ahmad was never staying on the pitch for 90 minutes, and he said we've got to get ready for 90 minutes. So one thing I'd say about Amorim, because he can't help what happened to Lissandro, the lack of injuries we've had in the last 3 months compared to before.
Big improvement.
Those things I'm gonna keep my powder dry on. Players have no confidence at home to slow gameplay down, low tempo. Cup game this season, mental to think we win the FA Cup and the Europa League. Listen, if we end up winning a cup this season, it's going to be one of the greatest achievements I've ever witnessed as a Man United fan. No, because we've got no right to with the way we're playing right now. There's no doubt about it. I did want to ask before the end of the show, gents. Garnacho came on. He's had a torrid 3 months, really, playing poor, on the transfer list, nearly went to Chelsea. But I felt he came on today and was a genuine game changer, Rhino.
Yeah, 100%, man. 150%. I feel like he just brought a bit of energy, brought a bit of belief. You know, when he was attacking, we felt like something can come out of it. And minus that pass that I feel like he should have given to Højlund. Yeah, because sometimes such a bad decision can kill all the positive things you're doing. I just think he was a breath of fresh air. And I think he's shown heavy improvements since he's, been on the transfer list, and we thought he was going to Chelsea and whatnot. So I'm very happy with the fact that he's playing more as a team. He's looking more for his players. I would hope for players to be more on the pitch now, knowing that our wingers are going to cross it in the box. Let's crash the box. Let's see at least 2-3 guys in there to at least be in a good position to probably get a poacher's goal or whatever. So, yeah, Garnacho, I'm very, very happy with him, man. I feel like there's going to be different opinions on how high his ceiling is. But at the same time, the reality is he's a young player and there's always potential there, you know what I mean? And he's been a positive light to the team. We can't, no matter what people think, you have to call a spade a spade. He's been positive for us and he's brought a bit of faith to the attack. So, yeah.
The manager was asked in the press conference about Dorgu. And I love this answer. I thought Dom was talking. He said his position, you can see on Y-Scout, that he can play on both sides.
I love it. The thing about Garnacho today that, like, it's not just about him. It's more, I actually like it. I think more about the manager is he's come out recently and made it clear. And I appreciate when managers do that it was his decisions on who left, who stayed. Like, he had been saying during the whole saga that he didn't want Garnacho to go. He was very vocal about it. And then it seems like he kind of made the final, like, okay, we're not bringing in anybody, so you're not letting this kid go because I can work with him. And I think he's proving very quickly, I think we'll see it, that he's going to be proven right in the sense where Garnacho, if he does the right things, so today is one thing I did notice about him, the man crossed and passed more than he normally does.
Yes.
Like, he was trying every time to look for a cross, even if it wasn't good. The only time he didn't was the one time he should have.
And can I say as well, can I ask you a question? I felt that 2 or 3 of his cutbacks, yes, they got intercepted, but only because nobody was crushing the box.
Nobody was there. No. You're completely correct.
So there was guaranteed 2 where in the penalty spot, no one was there.
So here's the reason why he probably didn't do it, because he had done it a few times, but mans weren't there. And then he's like, he's one of those guys who I think wants the glory, which is good. It's not a bad thing. And he was like, we're on fire. I'm buzzing. I'm gonna take this shot again. Terrible. I was so mad because like it hurt me to see Rasmus in the net shaking the
actually
net.
Like,
there. I felt my soul for that dude. I was like, oh, this guy has.
I still need to watch that back because the angle I saw. Even if Garnacho passed it, I couldn't see.
KJ was there. It was a tap-in.
Because even Ahmad was on the rebounds.
They were both. They were both. Yeah. No, do you know what it is? Because we won. I'm not bothered by. Yeah. But there's a mix. There's a mixture. That wasn't the time to shoot. Like when he cut in a shot and it went to Rosie.
Oh, that was him.
But I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that. There was also a time the commentators had a pop at Xerxes. Nice little play, and he tried to play a ball in and break the line, and it got intercepted, and they went, not a good enough pass. And I'm sitting there like, you're right, but that's the kind of mistake I don't mind. You have to try things. And Bruno tried a few balls today that didn't come off when he eventually got higher. And the commentator, he really shouldn't be giving the ball away there. But he's trying to break a line. You lot of fucking idiots. Like, we can't just keep recycling the ball. There comes a time and a moment where you have to try something and be positive. And listen, I didn't think Ahmad had a good game tonight. There was 4 or 5 times where he tries to touch it and go on the inside. The touch was heavy. But at the same time, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying do it better. And so when I see Bruno overhit a pass, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying do it better. Yeah. You have to take fucking risk. I don't understand football fans that are risk averse. It doesn't make me stupid.
This football in this day and age now, it's based on fear. You see it in the young players as well as coach. It's based on fear. We grew up in arguably the best era where I've seen Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldinho, you name it, Pirlo, misplaced passes, and no one in the stadium got off their back. We're like, he's crap, he's not good enough. Like,
you always say that it's true, though. It's true.
You've been saying it for the longest, bro. You've been saying it for the longest because we have a fear now that you can no longer hit a ball over the top, and it doesn't make you can't do that. And then if you don't make the pass, you're a poor player. I'm thinking, wait there.
Within reason,
I don't remember when we used to glorify simplifying the ball until Pep Guardiola showed up with his style of football, and now every player, every team on brilliant. National League, Cornflake League, after them play Pep ball. Makes no sense.
And Pep is now saying football's about to change again. You've got to go more direct. And I was saying the other day, like